Hello, everybody. This is Steve, and you're on the Living in Southwest Virginia channel. Coming to you with a quick video that I'm curious about everybody's input on this, and that's talking about bore sighting your rifle. When you first put a scope on it, of course, the scope is not lined up with the barrel, and you're going to be off target. A lot of times you can be off so much that at 50 yards, you're not even going to hit your target. So growing up, the way we did our bore sighting was by eye. Take the bolt out of the rifle, get the rifle set up, look down the barrel, line it up with the target, and then while the rifle is not being moved, go ahead and adjust the scope to where it's also on the center of the target, and that way you get it fairly close, at least on paper, to where you can sight the thing in where you want it. And that way you avoid wasting a lot of ammo. So that works great with a bolt action rifle, but if you're shooting a semi-auto like a Ruger 1022 or a lever gun, not so much, because you can't see down the bore of the rifle. And in those cases, we would just get out probably 20 yards or so and shoot, get it on paper, and then move out to 50. But again, you're shooting up more ammo. All right, then a few years back, I got this thing. This is a laser bore sighter. And you put one of these rods in it. Well, apparently I can't work the threads on this thing. Give me just a minute here off camera and I'll try to get it threaded on. Let's try. Oh, I'm threading the wrong end. There's the problem. If you try to thread the emitter end, it will not go on. Important tip. Alright. So, you thread this rod on this bore sighter. And I think you can see these little grooves here. Try to get where you can see it. But it has O-rings, a whole little box of O-rings, and use the O-rings that fit your barrel to make it fit tight. You slide this down in the bore, turn the laser emitter on that shoots a dot lined up with your bore on the target, and you get it on, adjust your scope and get it on paper. So had this thing, used it for a while. Had some problems with it. I mean, it works all right, but it it's not ideal. So then I stepped up to this. This came from Bass Pro. It's a Pursuit bore sighter. And this one also has rods, but they're caliber specific. You have them all the way from 177, 22, all the way up to bigger bore stuff. And you put that rod here in the bore sighter, tighten it up, you slide it into the barrel, and then, and you probably can't see this on camera, but you have a grid inside here, and you line up your crosshairs with that grid, and that gets you on paper. And give you a close-up look of this rod. It's got this little spring deal here that holds it tight in the barrel. My problem, and as I've thought about it, where I've been trying to do more bench rest type shooting with better rifles, and this is where I really want everybody's input. My problem is putting these rods in the bore of the rifle. This one with the O-rings on it, not quite as much. But this one here, I mean, it worries me to cram this metal rod with this little metal spring in the bore of the rifle, because we all know how important the crown is. I don't know that will damage the rifle, but we're so careful when we're cleaning. I'm thinking, this is not the most optimal way to bore sight the rifle. I mean, the potential is there to damage it. So I recently bought this. This is Bushnell. It's a smaller scale version of that Pursuit, but this one has a magnet on it, and this magnet is very magnetic. Well, when you put it on the barrel, it locks on pretty good, but it's very strong magnet. You just clip it on the end of the barrel. There's nothing touching the crown and nothing going in the bore, and you line it up with the grid the same. And again, you're not going to be able to see that grid, but the same as you would with this bore sighter. And I've used it a couple of times to bore sight, but I haven't been to the range to see how it works. So anyway, there's some different variations. I know they make a magnetic bore sighter with a laser on it. Several different companies makes that, and that's another option. But that's where I want to get your guys' input. I want to see what everybody thinks. Are you guys comfortable putting this metal rod down the bore of your rifle, especially if you've got a, thousands of dollar high-end rifle? Do you really want to cram this down the bore? Are you more comfortable with this one with the O-rings? Or is that, again, a no-no? I mean, what do you think? Is this the better option? I think so. That's just my opinion, my amateur, inexpert opinion. What do you guys think? What do you do? How do you bore sight? Or do you bore sight? Everybody that's got ideas on this, please chime in. But with that, we're going to close this video out. Like I say, this is more for information for me than it is for you guys, because I really want to get some input. So thanks a lot. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate any thoughts that you can give me on this subject. And again, my name is Steve. This is the Living in Southwest Virginia channel. And I hope you guys are having a great day.